Hello, everybody, and welcome here to the Sports Talk Network. And welcome here to this special episode, breaking news edition. Um, Actually broke on Friday evening, round 2 and 3 of the 2019 NFL Draft, with the trade of Mr. Joshua Rosen. Josh Rosen, he'll be rolling into Miami. And sorry about me moving, but I had to close some doors and do some stuff here. Anyways, Josh Rosen being traded from the Arizona Cardinals to the Miami Dolphins. We all thought, NFL fans, pundits, and others, when the Arizona Cardinals made it official with the number one pick in the 2019 NFL Draft to go with Mr. Kyler Murray, that Rosen was going to be leaving. Now I know there's one pundit from ESPN that tried to be cooler than everybody and saying that they both should be there and it would work, and no one was giving him the right answer of why not. Again, I respect everyone's opinion. I hope he respects mine too, if he ever does see this. But he's in that kind of situation. In that, I think he's kind of. I think he's just trying to be extra, being on TV and everything, with his personality, and just be that guy or person. There's females that do that too in broadcasting, talking sports or otherwise. So I think it's just it is what it is. But yeah, he's trying to say, oh, what's the bad thing about having two quarterbacks there and having them compete for the position? In a way, he's right, but the situation is different from what he's suggesting. He's talking about, this is just from my opinion, how I see it. So I'm not saying I know what he's talking about. I don't. I don't live in his mind. I don't know what he truly meant. But from my perspective of what he said, I think what he meant and what he's talking about, just in a baseline form of thinking, is you have two good players at a position on the team, right? And he's not seeing quarterback being extra special, extra sensitive. So he's just seeing quarterback as another position on the field. So two good players battling for position. Best guy wins. The other one is the backup. Hashtag deal with it. I would agree with him if the situation wasn't what it is. Meaning, I would agree with him if Josh Rosen was someone they drafted a couple years ago, as in 4 years ago, 3 years ago or more. 3 drafts ago or more, and then went with Murray here because maybe they saw it as a failed experiment. They tried for a couple years, it didn't work. Now they're just bringing in another quarterback, and Rosen, you have to fight for your job, or Murray is just gonna hit you with a stunner, and you'll be pinned 1, 2, 3 and take the job. I know it doesn't work that way, but I'm just using a wrestling metaphor because seriously, Pat McAfee, he won the draft. I'll talk about that on my NFL podcast next week, where I review the NFL draft, give grades. Everybody likes to do that, and I do that annually as well. Grades to all 32 and how they do in the draft, um, how they did in the draft. But that's next week Wednesday, probably 7 p.m. start. Anyways, but that's where he's, or at least my perspective of what he's thinking, my perspective of that. But again, I would agree with him if that was the situation. Rosen was 3 drafts ago, 3 years or more, removed from his draft class, and he was in the NFL for 3+ years. That not working out in Arizona, and they feel that this is a can't miss to hire a new coach, blah, 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 the same situation happens. But the fact that they just drafted him last year, moved up to draft Mr. Rosen, Josh Rosen, thinking he was going to be their franchise quarterback. He was going to be the guy for the Arizona Cardinals for many moons, many years moving forward. And then the very next year, after one and doneing their head coach, which other GMs, at least from what I heard from my sources or limited sources I have, that didn't agree with that move by the Arizona brass. But it happened, and Cliff Kingsbury comes to town, and the history of Murray and that stuff that most of you already know, that Kyler Murray was probably going to be drafted. There's a high percentage chance of that happening. The only other thing that I saw, again, my personal opinion of happening with that number one pick was either it's going to be Kyler Murray drafted there, or Oakland was going to trade up to get Kyler Murray, because I don't think Gruden and Brass are pumped in regards to theirs. But anyways, I just wanted to share my thoughts on that. Josh Rosen going from Arizona to Miami. Miami changing up things in regards to their quarterback room. Now they have Fitzmagic, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Josh Rosen battling for the number one spot, along with, I'm sure, other quarterbacks that will be in their camp here moving forward. But all in all, and if anybody does see this, whether ESPN people or other people, welcome to let me know what you think of my opinion. Just because I'm on YouTube and not on ESPN television or sports TV television doesn't mean my opinion is less valuable than theirs. It's just not seen as frequently or at all as theirs. And I respect that. Like, they earned that. They went to college. They paid their dues. They did their years doing whatever they did after graduation, after earning journalism degrees or stuff like that. But I'm looking into broadcasting schools myself now. And as a military veteran, hopefully I'll be able to use that aid that I think I still have. But anyways, blah, blah, blah. Josh Rosen, Arizona to Miami. I wish him nothing but the best. I hope you guys like my quick thoughts on it. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day, your evening, and otherwise. My birthday week is pretty much ending now. My birthday was on the 25th, on Thursday. I hope you enjoy the weather in your area, whether it's sunny California or otherwise, or anywhere around the world. And above all else, as always, take care.